Hey guys, Zetsubou here, and today we're going to be comparing Zetsubou no Shima to Eisendrache, and we're going to be talking about the similarities that they have, which is better in the certain categories that I will be listing today, and we're just going to be talking about which is just the best one to play in Black Ops 3 Zombies. So if you enjoy this video and want to see more like this, be sure to drop a like on it. Shows you guys really support my videos. Subscribe to the channel for the daily Black Ops 3 Zombies videos. And something I want to throw out there before I get into this video is this is mainly going to be personal opinion. I have talked to a few friends about this, and they do have the same opinions as me, so let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to be listing off a few categories. The first one, of course, will be Wonder Weapon, as that is the main thing people kind of want to get on these maps in Black Ops 3 Zombies. The second one is going to be perks, and talking about that for a little bit. And the third one will be difficulty. And the fourth one's really just going to be extras and new innovations that that map or the other map has brought to Black Ops 3 Zombies, or just zombies in general. So starting off with the Wonder Weapon on Zetsubou no Shima, we have the KT4. Now this is a weapon that only requires 3 parts, and it's pretty simple to get. You can get it as early as around 5. It's a really good weapon, and it's one of the few Wonder Weapons that actually gets you a lot of points. There's not a lot to say about it. What it pretty much does is shoots this green little sludge, and it kills zombies. It's pretty good, but that is just the unupgraded version of it. The upgraded version of it is called the Master Moon, and this thing is pretty OP if you think about it for a Wonder Weapon. Now what the Master Moon does is the exact same thing as the normal KT4, except the sludge is, I would say, blue, and it is way more effective. If you're going to be going for high rounds on Zetsubou no Shima, you're going to need the KT4, probably upgraded, as it is pretty overpowered. Now on Eisendrache, the Wonder Weapons we do have is 5 bows. I say 5 bows because you have the default Wrath of the Ancients bow that you get by killing zombies and feeding them to the dragon heads. And then you can go and upgrade either that bow to one of the 4 upgraded quests. You have the fire bow, you have the wolf bow, the lightning bow, and the void bow. You can choose any of those 4, and you can actually go and upgrade all of them in one game, which is really cool. Pretty much each bow has its own element. You guys mainly would know the wolf and lightning bow, as those are the most overpowered. So what would be the best Wonder Weapon out of the KT4 unupgraded and upgraded, or the Eisendrache elemental bows? Now personally, I think the bows are way better, as they just kind of pack a little bit more punch when you are killing zombies. If you're going around training, the bows are actually really a good thing to have, especially the lightning bow, as it is probably the most overpowered to get to high rounds. There's not a lot to say about the Wonder Weapons, but personally I do choose the bows over the KT4, as it does get you out of stick situations. The KT4 pretty much gets you stuck in corners, you go down. There's so many times that I've used this weapon and it's never gotten me out of like a sticky situation, but by using the bows on Eisendrache, those things get me out of stick situations real quick, real easy, and real simple. Now with perks, both maps have the 4 original perks, which is Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Double Tap, and Speed Collar. But we're going to be talking about the perks that are made for those certain maps. So starting off with Zetsubou no Shima. So pretty much in Black Ops 3 Zombies, they have the exact same perks that they had in previous DLCs. So both maps, Zetsubou no Shima and Eisendrache, have the total of 9 perks you can get. But which map is probably easiest or most efficient to go and get these perks? Now starting off with Zetsubou no Shima, if you want to go buy different perks such as Widow's Wine, Electric Cherry, Deadshot Daiquiri, and stuff you pretty much can't get on the map, there's a few ways you can go and do this. So on Zetsubou no Shima, you can actually go and get Widow's Wine for free if you go and complete the little spider boss fight. And to get either Deadshot Daiquiri and Electric Cherry, you're actually going to need to plant seeds around the map and grow these little plants that give you a free perk slot, or if you have no perks, they're going to give you a just perk in general for free. Moving over to Eisendrache, we have, as I said before, the 4 main perks you can go and buy around the map. You can also go and buy Mule Kick, but the good thing about Eisendrache is that they have the Wonder Fizz machine. If you don't know what the Wonder Fizz machine, it was introduced in Origins back in the day, and they brought it back to Eisendrache, as you can go and hit that up for 1,500 points to give you a randomized perk. So you have the choice of either going on Zetsubou no Shima and getting free perks, pretty much just getting free perks, which is really cool, or you can go on Eisendrache and spend 1,500 points to get a randomized perk. Now, as I said before, with wonder weapons, I did give that point to actually Eisendrache, but with perks on Zetsubou no Shima and Eisendrache, I'm gonna have to give it to Zetsubou no Shima, as you do get these perks for free. You can also get free perk slots on Zetsubou no Shima by actually doing challenges around the map, so the perks go to Zetsubou no Shima. Moving on to difficulty. With difficulty in Black Ops 3 Zombies, some people like a really hard kind of map to play, some like the easy option to easily get to high rounds. Personally, I want a hard map to play, but not as hard as Zetsubou no Shima. Zetsubou no Shima's setup is very tedious. You can go down very easy, and with the boss in that map, it does make it a little bit difficult. The one thing I really don't like about Zetsubou no Shima is that there's heaps of stuff to do around the map, and personally, I'm that player who has to get everything done by like round 10, and I always seem to go down. So the difficulty on Zetsubou no Shima is very hard, but moving over to Eisendrache, it's so easy, it's so chill, you're not really hesitated when you're going for high rounds. The boss, also known as the Panzer that spawns in on round 12 and then follows on for the next 5 rounds, is actually a pretty easy boss to go and kill if you do have the right bow. You can also kill the boss real easily with a shotgun off the wall. It's that simple, and that's why Eisendrache has to have the easiest boss you can go and kill. So difficulty does go to Eisendrache, as it will be the easiest, but if you're looking on the hard scale of things, Zetsubou no Shima is on the top list of being the hardest map in Black Ops 3 Zombies so far. Okay, moving on to extras. Now, these aren't the things that you will actually go and do in the game. You don't have to do these, but it's also a good thing to do. So first off, Easter egg. I'm going to start off with Zetsubou no Shima and then talk about the Eisendrache Easter egg. So with Zetsubou no Shima, the Easter egg was very simple. Pretty much all you got to do is upgrade the KT4 to the Master Moon, and then go and find these 3 cog pieces around the map, go and place them in the elevator, and go down to the boss fight. It's pretty simple, and all that spawns down there are zombies and thrashers. You pretty much kill them with your Marshall 16s or whatever gun you have, and you pretty much completed the Easter egg. With Eisendrache, the Easter egg I would want to say is a little bit harder. You got to go and do a lot of steps, and it's pretty tedious, but in the end you get this really cool boss fight. Now, my personal opinion with these Easter eggs, I do want to say that Zetsubou no Shima's is probably the easiest one I've ever done, and Eisendrache's is probably the, I wouldn't say hardest, but at the start, if you aren't really good with Easter eggs, Eisendrache isn't the one to start off with. I've attempted the Eisendrache Easter egg probably about 20 times tops, and I've probably completed it about 3 times. And this is with like 4 other people, so I just thought, you know, Eisendrache is just a little bit hard for the Easter egg boss fight. But if you go back over to Zetsubou no Shima, the boss fight is pretty simple, it's pretty easy, and it's all around just fun. You can go and do this with your friends, and you get that free perkaholic at the end. Another extra I want to throw out there is having specialists. So on Zetsubou no Shima, we have the Skull of Non-Subway, which is a ritual type of wonder weapon where you got to do these 4 rituals and you'll eventually get the Skull of Non-Subway. And on Eisendrache, we have the Gravity Spikes, which is a 3-part wonder weapon, and it's pretty much unlimited. It doesn't really break. These specialized weapons do not break whatsoever. Now, which one is the best out of those 2 specialist weapons? Now, personally, I think the Skull of Non-Subway is, as it is pretty much overpowered. At high rounds, the KT4 is gonna get a little bit worthless, I would say. You kind of want to start using the Skull of Non-Subway to the maximum potential, and I would choose it over the Gravity Spikes, as sometimes when I'm playing on Eisendrache, I'm actually going down because my Gravity Spikes just didn't work. But if I have the Skull of Non-Subway on Zetsubou no Shima, it's going to make everything a whole lot easier, and it does get you out of sticky situations. And the Skull of Non-Subway is very good to kill the boss zombies, which are called the Thrasher, and the Gravity Spikes aren't too good to actually use to kill the Panzer at high rounds. So guys, that is my comparison video on Zetsubou no Shima versus der Eisendrache. What did you guys think about this video? I want to know what you thought down in the comment section below. Did you like it? Which one is the best in your eyes? This is just my personal opinion. I thought I would share it with you guys because I get a lot of comments saying which is the best DLC map. And personally, I'm getting really bored of Zetsubou no Shima right now, as I always go down to those early rounds, and it kind of gets me really turned off on this map. So I just go and play a little bit of der Eisendrache. So der Eisendrache pretty much just won for this comparison video. If you want to see more like this, be sure to drop a like on it. Show you guys really support my videos. I'm going to be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace out and goodbye.